as you can also pick up Galaxy Opal, Kyle Kuzma, Penny Hardaway, Rudy Gay, and more. These packs are a lot of fun, so get out there and warp.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to UK Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Domantas Sabonis.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's LeCue in at the two guard. And for the Thunder, Bradley is out there with Horford. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Dort in at the three spot. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the offseason on that challenge.
The season never really ends. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I did catch up with Indiana's head coach. He wants his guys to be disruptive at both ends. There's just one problem. Coach said Al Horford does a great job of settling down his teammates, protecting the ball, and making shrewd decisions. When he's on the floor, it's harder to force them into mistakes. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Nice D from Sabonis.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Rivers. Here's Dort. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And finished off by Horford.
Look at how expertly Horford rolls out of the pick. Not only did he do it with fundamental soundness, but he did it fast, too.
Here's LeCue. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Brogdon finds Sabonis. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Rivers with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against San Antonio. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Brogdon, trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Phoenix. Lets it fly from 18. Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Boy, that's a testament to the strength of Sabonis. Fantastic at fighting through whatever the defense throws at him.
Yeah, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. Few thought he could be a franchise caliber player. We might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
Free throw good, Sabonis. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25 and 14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
Now, here's Sabonis. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Here's LeCue. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Boy, I love the aggressive nature with which Sabonis offensive rebounds. He hustles, he's got great energy, but he's also pretty skilled. And you saw all of that right there.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Jumps up. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Horford. Misses from close range.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the basket is good. Warren's got 5.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the 3 ball is good.
A confident shooter from deep. When you give Gilgeous-Alexander space to pull the trigger, he's not going to hesitate.
Here's Brogdon. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 7. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's LeCue. Here's Warren. And the layup is good. He's got 7.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Rivers kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And that one drops for him.
Boy, that shot for Horford, really close to automatic.
Indiana leading by 7. Brogdon looking it over. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Bradley. Passes to Dort. Here's Rivers. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away. Sabonis with the steal. Here's LeCue. No good on that one. And the Thunder going the other way now.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Warren the pass to Turner. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Turner no good. And it's Bradley with the ball for Oklahoma. Oh,
man. You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups, lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Greg, with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him up top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
Brogdon hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Rivers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Take note of the work they've done on the offensive glass. Guys, they've got a ton of putbacks.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Now here's Rivers. And here is Muscala. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
And there's the pass to Rivers. Oklahoma City gets it back. Goes back up. That one off the back iron and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Rebounded by Lamb. Pacers leading by 11. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Domantas Sabonis.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And here are the Pacers now. They lead by 11. Rivers against Lamb. The shot by Holiday, no good. Oklahoma City is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And Indiana shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch on the 16-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
That's tipped, and he gets it back.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Rivers. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are
Shoot 2.
terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
First one falls for him.
And guys, Karis LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. Pass to Pakusevsky. And it's off from three-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
They push it up 4 on 3. Pass to LeVert. The shot comes out. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Rivers passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Pass to LeVert. And here's McDermott. Poked loose, stolen by Rivers. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And a change for the Pacers. Holiday's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Indiana leading by 9. They get it again. Down low, shoots from 8. The shot by Beasley, no good. Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And pushing it up here is Oklahoma City. That shot, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Holiday.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
Al Horford's checked in for Oklahoma City. So he gets them both. Thunder trailing by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Muscala. 5 to shoot. Horford, no luck. And the pass to Bitadze. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Thunder trailing by 11. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Indiana, they've got McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's stolen by Muscala. And now Horford pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Indiana gets the 3. Horford kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a nice open look right there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's LeVert. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. To the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. LeVert against Gilgeous-Alexander. The offensive rebound. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You take a look at Gilgeous-Alexander, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Taken away by Holiday. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Pacers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the word is they challenged each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
And Indiana making a change here. LeCue's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Here's Dort. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Brogdon against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Horford. The Pacers pull it in.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Warren's got 10.
At the arc, Warren gets in the zone, able to shoot with total concentration and lay it right in.
And looking back at the trade for Warren, I thought it was a surprise to see him get dealt for so little. He's always been a terrific player.
And you know what, Greg? I'm with you there because I was surprised as well. I'm not sure why the Suns made the decision to trade Warren, but I tell you what, As a former Pacer and a follower of the team, I'm happy that the Pacers have him because this guy's an efficient double-digit scorer. He plays unselfish basketball, and he actually made nice strides defensively last season. So the future is bright. I love his attitude and everything about his skill set.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The Thunder have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Sabonis, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
For Indiana, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
Hey, you got to think that expectations are always high for Sabonis as the son of one of the all-time great players. But you know what? He consistently has made his own mark and delivers outstanding performances.
And Sabonis drops them both. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career, maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that, but I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Pass to Warren. Over Williams. Offensive rebound.
Oh, hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the score by Miles Turner. Offline with his 3. And here's the fast break. Sabonis leading the way. Warren, good.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
The Pacers making a change here. Lamb's checked in.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. How last month turned out for him: 13th in scoring, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think.
Tell you what, the defense got what it deserved there. You cannot afford to let Warren get that comfortable.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brogdon. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Baisley, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Some solid defense there from Lamb. On the wing, Lamb. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season.
And you know, for the Thunder, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander, following Jeremy Lamb's three.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
No problems knocking that one down. Brogdon's got 12.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And nothing is falling for him right now.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Sabonis kicks to Turner. Outside Warren. Goes up again, and he sinks the layup. Turner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities.
Bradley passes to Baisley. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Turner. And here again, the Pacers in transition. Up the court they go.
Hey, Warren is thinking when he gets to the foul line, it's a gift, a gimme, because he's a very good free throw shooter.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, I tell you what, coaches really love reliable shooters like Warren. I mean, he's a talented guy who can really get it done from anywhere on the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Mike Muscala comes in for Tony Bradley. And it's Rivers in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Both free throws good from Warren. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. LeVert's checked in for the Pacers. Rivers against Brogdon. Muscala misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot. You know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. one of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years, and has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low-post go-to move.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Brogdon. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's LeCue. Connects from three-point range. LeCue's got 9.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
Pass to Rivers. Now here's Horford. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Indiana. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough.
And seeing where Indiana is, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Can't remember the last time I've seen optimism turn to pessimism as quickly as I have with these guys. I mean, their fans are already talking about who needs to be replaced.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
And he makes the first. Rivers hits both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Sabonis, the pass to LeCue. Williams against Warren. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. LeCue's shot is off.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Horford. Out to the wing. Shoots from the corner. LeCue's shot is off. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Turner passes to Sabonis. Here's the 3. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Sabonis. Turner's got 9 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
From 12 feet out, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. For Indiana, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. LeCue's shot is off. The Thunder have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. A step-back shot here. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Indiana's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. It's stolen by Bradley. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Sabonis with the block.
Outstanding defense. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Kicks to Horford. Pass to Rivers. That's tipped. Horford dishes to Rivers. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Indiana. Indiana's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Lamb passes to LeCue. No good from outside. Oklahoma City shooting only 21% from the field so far. Rivers can't get it to go. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Greg, good to see Jeremy Lamb back on the floor after his injury. He can still be a productive wing, you think, off the bench for this team.
No doubt about it. More of a finisher for this team. Lamb shouldn't have any lingering effects coming off that ACL. His game's diverse enough to get shots anywhere in the half court, and he'll continue to be a productive player for the foreseeable future.
6 to shoot. Back to Rivers. They could use a bucket, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Rivers has got 11 points.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Pass to Warren. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. So it's the Pacers now. Holiday with it. Picked up by Rivers. 5 on the clock. Holiday attacking. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And how about Aaron Holiday seeing that expanded role last season? Moved into that backup point guard spot for the Pacers, and I thought he was solid.
I ditto that, Greg. I mean, he's a guy that's a natural playmaker. He's got a nice stroke as well. Plays with confidence and is really aggressive with the ball in his hands, which is what I like. And, you know, he's the third of 3 brothers that are playing in the NBA. He's a teammate with Justin. And I tell you what, when you're the youngest sibling, you got to bring that aggressiveness to the table every day.
The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
McDermott's checked in for T.J. Warren. And he makes both free throws. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks percentage of the time he's making that shot. My answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Out left to the wing. Muscala, the pass to Dort. Here's Baisley, and he's good on the 3-ball. Baisley's got 6.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside Holiday. Here's LeVert, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Shooting 1.
1:41 left to play in the third. Passes it to Muscala. Here's Dort. LeVert defending. Can't cash in from close range. And Indiana shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. We've got 1:18 left in the third. There's the pass to Baisley. Here's Jerome. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lets it go with a three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
LeVert in the corner. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. McDermott for three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. And he'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
He's still trying to find his footing, but Doug McDermott is a great shooter, no question about that, but he needs to keep adding more to his game.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. He hits the second from the line. To start the fourth quarter. They've got Doug McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Holiday. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Dishes it to Muscala. Miller, the pass to Jackson. Pass to Leaf. The 3. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Holiday, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call, Oklahoma City with the foul.
Two.
A 3-point barrage. They came out good.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it. Free throw drops for McDermott. And the Thunder making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. Turner's checked in for Indiana. He hits both from the stripe. Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Lamb, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pacers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pass to Sampson.
Let's screen.
And then
That time, guys, one guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Lamb's got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to McConnell. Kicks it to Turner. On the wing, Holiday. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead. This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's Lamb. No, he hits the first of 3. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Now here's McConnell. Pass to Sampson, to the middle. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Rivers passes to Miller. The shot. The Thunder with another miss. Indiana's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Scooped up. Out to Lamb. Pass to McConnell from the arc. And he jams it with authority.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Now McConnell. He kicks it to Sampson. Holiday against Rivers. Count that one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so.
It's deflected. Here's Rivers, and it's sent back by Turner. 12 shots and made half of them.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get
Pressure on him.
Here's Miller, and the rebound goes to the Pacers.
and he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard.
Box score. There were some great numbers for Miles Turner.
You have to love the way that he with so many boards.
Two.
Right side Turner, back to McDermott. Side the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
This is the 2KMC, and no fooling around. I need to see your top plays of the week right now. Our first play is from Drew Skywalker TV. For my first trick, I need 2 defensive volunteers. Watch carefully as I make the ball disappear, only to reappear through the cylinder. Abracadunk on ya. Do I amaze you? Next play is from Bulls 23 Wizards at 2K Beach. How do you define an
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting 5s for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Devontae Graham, Cody Zeller out there with Hayward. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Green is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving, and it's Harden in at the 2-guard spot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Passes it to Harden. Rozier with the steal. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone.
This guy's such a fluid, powerful athlete. No doubt, Mr. Rozier.
And here are the Nets. It's a 5-point game. Irving kicks to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Bridges misses.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Green gets it to go. Green's got 5.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Graham in the corner. Pass to Bridges. Back to Graham. Rozier for 3. That one's not going to go. The Nets go the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hayward finds Rozier. Graham gets a wide open look. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Graham's got a couple of threes now in the first for Charlotte. Harden the pass to KD. Here's Green. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Graham. He has 6. Here's Hayward. Harden grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And stolen by Hayward. 4-on-3 break. Bridges, no one around him. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 1. And that one's good. Green.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside Irving. The pass to Jordan. And then Durant with the jam.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here's Graham. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
The to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Free throw drops for KD. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Irving. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Which way do you think you'd lean?
Well, Kevin, I think the best coaches maximize the talent at their disposal. And sometimes a coach philosophically may believe in, I emphasize.
Again, Durant missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good.
Free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
How clever is Gordon Hayward drawing the defense into him? This guy's put on muscle, and he allows his strength to get him these fouls.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
2-2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Ball's checked in for the Hornets. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
And again, the Hornets missing.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Nets second.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Shooting 3.
And he's good on the first of 3. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. The Hornets also changing it up. Biyombo is checked in for Cody Zeller. And Monks subbed in for Rozier. And the second free throw, good. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Pass to Dinwiddie. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Charlotte. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And read the plate perfectly, gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
The Nets with the lead. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Now here's Griffin. D right on him. Yep, that one goes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Hornets trail by 4. Ball kicks to Biyombo. He dishes it to Monk. The shot, no good. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA, and Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion.
Now, here's Ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot to stop the run. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Here's Irving. 4-point game. Outside Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Monk. 9 points last game out. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Irving passes to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. A fast break now for Charlotte. Monk, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 5. Irving with a clean look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Dinwiddie. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Now, here's Ball. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
The shot's good from Irving.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's Ball. The dish to Monk. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5 stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Monk. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's Monk. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And it's Washington missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Hornets trail by 10. On its way from Monk for 2. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. 51 seconds left to play in the first. A second chance effort, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Okay, with this break, let's run down the point guards with the most assists in the league in the past 10 games. 5th on the list, Kyrie Irving.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position, and that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
You know, you're right. Looking at some of the best teammates in the NBA right there, each of those players such a joy to play with, because when they're at the helm of an offense, the ball's always moving, everyone's involved, the game just flows.
And he makes the first. James Harden, he's checked in for Irving. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Brooklyn leading by 11. Feeds to Dinwiddie. Another shot, and the layup is good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Charlotte has gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Ball kicks to Monk. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte, and stolen by Aldridge.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Monk, the pass to Washington. There's Ball with the three, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back to the action after this word. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more. Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the floor for Charlotte. Martin is out there with Bridges. Then it's Ball. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Monk in at the 2. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Graham's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Brooklyn with the ball. Now here's Dinwiddie. Jordan finds Dinwiddie. Back to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. There's the pass to Griffin. Shoots over Bridges. Graham with the rebound.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Dinwiddie with the ball.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Martin, and Terry Rozier subbed in for Ball. Free throw good, James Harden. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Rozier. A rebound by the Nets. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. Jordan, great positioning on the putback.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
Pass to Zeller.
Right here, right here.
Will it go? It's stolen by Harris. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. That one rolling around and rims out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that you're...
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back and be passive.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And here's Harden for three. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Passes to Harden. Harris outside. Back to Harden. Harris trying to get free. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight. Hornets trail by 21. Rozier with the ball. He's got 15. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zeller's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
We call that persistence, folks. Bismack Biyombo is a force on the offensive glass.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
So for the Nets, Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Durant subbed in for Joe Harris. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte. Here's Graham. It's rebounded by Durant. KD's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dinwiddie right side. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock, and it's good for 2. Green's got 12 points in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Graham dishes to Hayward. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
I just love how Gordon Hayward has become so crafty on the interior. He really just keeps the defense off balance.
Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight, 7 of 7.
And how good has he been at the line?
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hayward. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Wow. And this game has been so smooth for Rozier. He's finding his shots and really taking charge on the floor.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And here is Graham. He has 6. Hayward goes in, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Rozier finds Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
No good from Jordan.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 22 is their biggest lead. And they pick up 2. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
How easily scoring comes for Kyrie Irving. So intelligent, such a good decision maker.
Pass to Hayward from downtown. Jordan with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Hornets trail by 17. Down low, here's Graham. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Outside Irving. And the jam by Harden.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Rozier looking around. Bridges. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Bridges has got his first bucket in this one. Brooklyn leading by 15. Irving passes to Durant. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
Hayward outside from past the arc. That shot is off. The Nets go the other way with it.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And on any given play, the beard can take your breath away. He's just got that flair for the spectacular.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And Brooklyn making a change here. Aldridge is checked in.
And Harden finished 2nd in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And no doubt coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games, averaging about 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
KD's shot is off. Hornets trail by 20. Zeller dishes the ball. Back to Zeller. Outside Martin. Hits it from 3-point range. Brooklyn's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Shots good by Green.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Monk. Outside, Ball. Outside for Martin. And a miss there on the triple. Nets leading by 19 points. And on the way from Irving for three. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his third assist on the night. Ball, the bounce pass.
I see him.
Outside Martin. Back to Zeller. And stolen by Aldridge. Green kicks to Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
The pass to Zeller. Outside Martin. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Tuesday, they'll host the New York Knicks.
And for that game against the Kings, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Timeout.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Harris is checked in for James Harden. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. 1:22 left in the first half of the game. There's Ball with the three. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
To the wing right side. Monk kicks to Washington. Back to Monk. And it's sent back by Aldridge. 44 seconds left to play here in the half. For three, Durant drops in the tray. Durant's got 13.
Wow, lights out from distance. Durant with a quick, high release, just a pure shooter.
Now, here's Monk, guarded by Green. Now Monk, clock at 6. Here's Washington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
Two.
And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Pass to Monk. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Just 4 to shoot. Deep 2 from Ball.
Boy, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 24 points, and with Durant back in action, you know, the Achilles will be on his mind and everyone else's. Shaq, do you see him returning to his pre-injury form?
There haven't been a lot of success stories coming back from an Achilles, but if anyone can do it, it's Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I think it's going to take more than a year, though, Ernie, for sure. But Durant, like Shaq said, he's the one guy who can do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the 2 spot. Graham, the pass to Bridges, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Irving. Outside, KD. No good on the 3.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Great positioning on the putback. Zeller's got the first points of the second half here for the Hornets.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
You have to be careful around Kevin Durant because this guy loves to get fouled on the way up. He views free throws as easy points.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Durant.
I think Kevin Durant, it's obvious how much passion and pride he takes in playing the game at the highest level. It is such an honor watching this guy work.
And so he makes both from the line. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Rozier, the pass to Zeller. Hayward against Green. Hayward right side, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
He's been knocking down free throws tonight, going 8 for 9. Free throw drops for Hayward. Hayward hits them both. Now, here is Harden. 16 points for him. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Lobbed up there for Green, and Green slams it in.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Graham, the pass to Hayward. Zeller trying to free himself up. Second shot opportunity, and Jordan sends it back. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
The first one falls. Dinwiddie is checked in for Brooklyn. And so Zeller nails both of them. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the inside, here's Green. Good, it's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. Rozier with the ball. He's got 20. To the paint. Here's Graham. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Harden.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
The kick out to Rozier. Charlotte no good that time either. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Rozier against Harden. Pass to Bridges to the left side wing. Graham from outside. Cans it from downtown. Graham's got 11 points.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Harden scanning the floor. Lobbed up there for Green. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And when Green is feeling it, keep getting him the ball. He can really score from anywhere from the floor.
Rozier, the pass to Zeller, makes it off the glass. And that's 10 points for Cody Zeller.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Harden finds Dinwiddie. Off target with his three. Charlotte's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Graham with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Out to Hayward. Back to Graham. 6 to shoot. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. He's got 14.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now the pass to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets ahead of steam behind him. Forget about it.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Harden against Rozier. And Harden comes to help. Stolen by Harden.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing.
Oh!
Wow. Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity. KD at the rim.
The Nets have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in.
One shot. One shot.
And here is Graham. 14 points for him. Pass to Rozier. And the rejection by Harden. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Inside. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen that a time or two for Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Here's Rozier. He's got 20. Hayward outside. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Here's Hayward. Bucket is good. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Hayward looking around, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Charlotte also making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. Washington comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Ball subbed in for Terry Rozier. Ball finds Biyombo. Back to Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Doris, you and I know the quality of play in the NBA bubble was terrific. And some people have said a lack of travel a possible reason why. The league, we think, looking at ways to reduce travel moving forward.
Exactly, Kevin. And one option on the table is the, quote, series model. You see it in baseball, where you play consecutive games against a single opponent. So what about the states with multiple teams? New York or California? Can you play all of those teams in one trip? This not only preserves players, but it also cuts travel expenses, something the league is looking hard at.
Griffin dishes to Harden. Jacks up a three. Here's Aldridge. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Terrific at just being aggressive. Aldridge excels at putting pressure on the D and getting the call.
The Nets have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles, a rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
Martin, the pass to Washington. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
It stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Martin, and no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Griffin, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
That free throw missing.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. And he sinks the second. Now Ball. He has 6. Pass to Monk, beyond the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Irving. No good off the back of the rim. Charlotte has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Yambo dishes the ball. And the pass to Monk from deep. They grab their own miss. And it's Washington missing. The Nets on offense. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Fades away. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And again, the Hornets missing.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Washington. Misses the three. Burnett shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Now, here is Irving. 24 points for him. In the corner, it's Aldridge. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Monk for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Griffin's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Dinwiddie. Fires the 3. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Martin. It's Martin on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Aldridge kicks to Dinwiddie. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Ball with it. 6 points for him. Monk for 3. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Washington passes the ball. Back to Washington. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Irving. Here's Harris. Good work defensively by Martin.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
The shot's good from Monk.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Boy, that's Kyrie right there. He draws so much defensive attention. Guys want to be physical with him, but this guy able to take contact so well for his size.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. And here is Ball. He has 6. Passes it to Monk. Shoots from the baseline. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough. You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Free throw drops for Monk. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Three shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Nets out in front, delivering the blowout. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Monk, and on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. They've got Martin. Martin is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Monk. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
No good from Luwawu. Charlotte shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Got that one up quick. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Shamet, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Martin. Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from 18. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Luwawu. And there's the pass to Claxton. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Aldridge, the pass to Claxton. And here's Johnson outside. The Hornets pull it in. Monk dishes to Martin. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Claxton. Kicks it to Aldridge. Here's Shamet. Here's Johnson. It's deflected. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Charlotte moving it around. Martin inside. He's covered by Shamet. Pass to McDaniels. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Devontae Graham's checked in for Monk. Here's Luwawu. Claxton the pass to Johnson. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ball's knocked loose. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
You know, you love it when he plays big. Overpowering move right there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Aldridge finds Johnson. Back to Aldridge. Passes to Luwawu. 4 on the clock. Over Martin. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Here's Graham. Tries again. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And they get it back. They retain possession.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Here's Shamet. Here's Claxton. The shot's good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Outside Martin. From deep, it's rebounded by Aldridge.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Graham. Now here's McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. There's the pass to Luau. Pass to Johnson. Off on the layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Nets shooting at 50% in a decent groove.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Three-pointer, Graham. Nailed from three-point land. Graham's got 11 points here in just the second half. Now, here's Shamet, covered by Martin. Johnson against Graham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Tyler Johnson can get into the lane. He can find his way to the free throw line. This guy understands how to draw contact.
2-2.
The first free throw is good.
You love, guys, that Tyler Johnson continues to work hard to get better. His teammates love playing with him. And can we remember this is an undrafted player?
Griffin's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Johnson drops them both. Now Graham. Outside Martin. And the shot is long. Brooklyn with the ball. Shamet on the wing. Cans the shot from the wing. Shamet's got his first bucket of the night. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Outside Martin. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Pass to Griffin.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up.
Two shot.
Free throw drops for Griffin. Charlotte making a switch here. Monk's checked in. Blake Griffin hits them both. Here's Martin. Kicks it to Monk. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he slams it one-handed.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Pass to Griffin. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And here comes the break. Here's Monk. He can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to it.
Johnson, the pass to Griffin. No good on the triple. Charlotte's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's McDaniels, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw. Here's Luwawu. Dishes to Griffin. Unloads. Another miss by Griffin.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Stolen. Here's Luwawu. Second chance shot. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Charlotte shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. Charlotte moving the ball around.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Shamet finds Johnson. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Martin. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. The free throw drops for McDaniels. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Nets shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Luwawu, the pass to Johnson. He kicks to Griffin. Trying to end the drought. The Hornets pull it in. Monk's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Shamet. He can't get that one, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's McDaniels. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jeff Green.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Shamet. And he makes both free throws. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Martin with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Free throw good, Martin. And so Martin nails both of them. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie,
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.